Hey everyone, April Jo here. So today I thought I would discuss with you the timeline leading up to the very first successful kidney transplant in 1954. Doctors first attempted to transplant a rabbit kidney in 1905. The patient was only 16 years old. He only survived for 2 weeks. Then in 1906, doctors attempted to transplant a kidney from a pig. But the patient only survived for an hour afterwards. Then in 1909, doctors attempted to do a non-human primate kidney transplant. And here is an idea of what the primate looked like. This patient only survived for 32 hours afterwards. Then in 1923, doctors tried transplanting a kidney from this animal, a lamb. But unfortunately, this patient only survived for 9 days. Then in 1945, doctors performed the first temporary kidney transplant. This patient was a young female who was experiencing some renal difficulties, and their goal was to help her have some sort of kidney function until her own kidneys recovered. But unfortunately, the temporary kidney transplant was unsuccessful. But good news is the patient's own kidneys did recover. But then a few months later, after being discharged from the hospital, she did pass away to complications of another health-related issue. Then in 1952, doctors performed the first kidney transplant. And this was done on a young boy. His mom was actually involved in a traffic accident. They transplanted her kidney into him. And at first, the kidney functioned very well, but rejected 22 days later. And this leads us up to the very first successful living donor kidney transplant that took place in 1954. Ronald and Richard Herrick were identical twin brothers, but Richard was dying from kidney disease. So doctors thought that if they transplanted Ronald's kidney into Richard, that it would be a success because Richard's body would recognize the kidney as his own. So they performed the operation, and it was a success. Richard's body did not reject his twin brother's kidney, and he survived for 8 years after that. So it was a great success and a great step forward in science and medical history. Whew! Well, that was a tailspin back into history. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something from it. I know I certainly did when I was researching this topic, and I was glad to be able to share it with you. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care and stay healthy.